Peace, love, and light. Beautiful people. It's your girl Gaia here with Spiritual Chats. Now, one of the things we often don't talk about being the breaker of generational trauma and how much work is required to do so, and patience and diligence and understanding. Because even when it comes to, I would say, disciplining of children, let's use my son for example. I have a son and he's around his grandmother a lot. Different generation, different mindset, so there's like dual sort of influence going on. But one thing I've noticed, like, grandparents do become softer with their grandkids as opposed to when it was you. We got the hell after effect of a lot of things. But you always ever wonder, why do grandparents get softer the older they get? Why do they all of a sudden lose that hard edge they once had? And it's a very good question. I feel like it happens for a reason. I feel like it happens because it's supposed to happen. This is how the transition or the leveling up or the evolution happens. Because imagine your parents being extra strict with you and then turn around and be extra strict with your kids. On top of what you may or may not put your own children through, the parents end up being the cushion to the hardness if you're not mindful. I've known a lot of I won't say kids. I know a lot of people my age who have children who end up generationally spreading generational trauma because of what they have experienced, and they end up passing to their kids unintentionally. It's like, this is how I was raised, this is how you're going to be raised. But the conscious leveling up and awakening that's happening now, I find that a lot of us are a lot more mindful. We are able to look at what we've been through and be like, you know what? I don't think I want to do that to my child. And we try to consciously be aware and shift. Like I said, I feel like parents grow soft because it just ends up happening. If you are a parent and you end up doing the same things or passing on the same basically trauma to your child, where is the softness? We watch them let our kids get away with what? I could never. I used to get so much credit for that. What? Look at you now. Honestly, in the moment of things, it's so easy to just respond and get triggered and react. And, I am trying to be as mindful as I can. Don't react. Process, take in, and then handle accordingly. Because some of the things these kids do and say can drive you up the wall. Trust me, I know. And I find myself a lot of times telling my son, you know what? Come out of my face right now. Like, I don't even mean to be mean or cruel, but it's like, you know what? Before I react, go that way. I need to catch myself before I do something I would regret. You understand? And I love that for us. I love that we are generation, the breaker of change. In this video, specific with those who are breaking generational trauma along with me. Not those who are trying to perpetuate and continue it. Those who are mindful of what they have experienced and do not want to pass that on. This is for us. I am here to give you a pep talk, a motivational uplifting, because damn, that shit is hard. It is hard. It is hard. I even made a TikTok and I was like, about him just, going through the motions and doing the lying thing. Like, just, everyone's saying kids grow out of it, they go through it. And just like looking right in my face and just lying. And I'm like, you know what? Go that way. And then he's still trying to be like, I'm not that. And I'm like, zip it, please stop. Because, like, as parents, we know when our kids do something, and then the initial lie, and then you lying about not lying. I'm like, you know what? Go over there until kudos to us who take a moment to breathe and to catch ourselves and re-evaluate and what's equilibrium, like balance the scales. Because let's think about it, in the past, some of our parents just reacted, and you have to stop and wonder. A lot of times parents discipline because they themselves are angry or triggered at something the child done or said. And it's like, is that the best discipline? You reacting because you feel some type of way? It's a lot to think about. It really is a lot to think about. But it's some true shit. And I'm like, So before I react, I would send you away. I would sit down and think and ponder what to do, what not to do, how not to react, how I should react, and vice versa. So keep up the good work, moms and dads who are actually out here trying to, I don't want to call it gentle parenting, because the term gentle parenting has turned into a lot of foolishness as of lately. First, it was a movement of not being aggressively harsh and tough on your kids. Now it's just allowing kids to do whatever they want and whispering to them, stop it, Tommy. No. I don't do that. I feel like I gentle parent, but I will still raise my voice at you if I have to get a point across. We've all seen the videos where there are toddlers or kids or babies who you're like, stop it, don't do that, don't. And until you carry that voice up an octave, they don't stop. That's still gentle parenting, if you ask me. You're not traumatizing them or scaring them. You're not continuously yelling at them. I told you to stop, sit down. The third time, I'm going to say, sit down. That's still gentle parenting. Do not judge yourself like, oh my God, I yelled at him. Oh. Sometimes you do yell, and there's nothing wrong with going back to your child and be like, I'm sorry I raised my voice. But I raised my voice because of that. Explain to them, talk to them, have one-on-ones with them. There were a few times where I got disciplined as a child, and I remember a few times that my mom came and apologized and explained why, even though she did blame me, but it was still better than nothing. And I want to say this, as us as parents, when you have been through trauma, it's a lot easier for you to react to it and be triggered by certain things that your child says or does. And like I said, if you even trying just half or small amount, pat yourself on the back, round of applause. You're doing a lot better than many. You're doing a lot better than the generation ahead of you, that generation before that. It's not an overnight process. It's not, but once you build a relationship and a trusting foundation with your child, no matter, even if they seem to be astray right now, still continue what you would like your parents to have done with you. I always tell parents, think about what would you have liked, or how would you have liked your parents to respond to certain things that you said or did. What would you have appreciated? What do you think back then would have gotten through to you more than just, harsh punishment or harsh spanking? And do that. Incorporate it, use it. Make that a part of your gentle parenting. I think I need to come up with a different phrase than gentle parenting. Corrective parenting. I like that a lot better than gentle parenting. So, yeah, if you're out here even trying to be half as good or even just a smidge better than what you've experienced, thank you. You're doing a great job. And I'm proud of you for trying to overcome what you've been through to help the future and your future generation be just more whole and healthy and happy. All right? Keep up the good work, mamas and papas. All right? Do not stop. We're all in this together. I'm rooting for you. You're rooting for me. Let's get it done. Let's try our best to raise a trauma-free or a lot less trauma-free generation. All right? Peace, love, and light. Until next time.